Okay. Frontier Defense. Well, it is Frontier Defense. Thank you for telling us that, Fonto. It's the name of the fucking series you've been watching for 12 or so parts. Moron. Homestead. Sorry, went off a bit half-cocked there. My bad.
Glad to have you back, pilot. We are a stronger team together.
Well, you said it first, Scorch. I'm not a narcissist for believing it. The robot said it was true, and I didn't program the robot to do that. Okay, so we have a Scorch, Monarch, Tone, and Ion. See, Ion's one of those other things that's kind of weird. It gets the job done, but it doesn't seem like it doesn't really seem like it has a very, I suppose, defined role, or rather, obvious role, aside from spamming the laser core and maybe using the tripwires.
Good luck down there.
Like, for example, Scorch is really good at crowd control, Northstar's really good at high-value target removal, Monarch runs around and playing support, but he's sort of odd as well. A lot of these things, I'm not exactly sure are terribly obvious to me. Legion is also good at it's basically a long-range Scorch.
Not a whole lot, but don't get cocky.
Then again, they are both tanks, but it's not necessarily just to health, it's the amount of damage that they can deal to a concentrated area.
To show you enemy landing zones. So pay attention.
The other Titans, I'm not quite sure yet. But then again, the game mode is only less than a week old at this point. And, well, I suppose as I grind through all of the Titans, I will either suffer or I will actually figure out their roles. In which case, I'm taking an advanced track to suffering by playing Ronin next, because getting close to things in this game mode? Or rather, relying on being directly in front of shit in order to do any effective damage at all, this might cause some issues. But it'll probably be fast. Hey! 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 Stop fucking cloaking! You mother... Fucking cloak drones. Also, the Harvester, it's not on the minimap. I must ask why. Wouldn't that be one of the most important things to put on the minimap? I mean, even though you can see it on screen, referencing it on the map so you can tell how close the dots are to the Harvester, seems like an important thing we should be able to do. Just a thought. Whoa. Hey.
The harvester shields are absorbing damage. Put an end to it.
Yeah.
Let's clear the area so the harvester shield can recharge.
Whoa! Whoa! Low health. I didn't see those guys show up. Someone has a softball. It's that guy.
Shield back up to 100%.
Those did not fucking kill those plasma drones. Or whether that did not kill those plasma. Plural. I only fired one thunderbolt.
Team, protect the harvester while the shield recharges.
Where are the rest of the fuck? Yeah!
Some hits. Give it some
They were
cover.
ticks. Ah! Motherfucker. I thought, you see, I thought they were either, like, stalkers or maybe just plasma drones that were stuck. Little did I know, I was entirely mistaken. And also, all of that actually hit, I need to get in tune with the Kentucky windage here in the ghetto AC-130. The Huey Goblin.
The harvester shield is recharged.
I feel like it'll be a useful skill that will be, you know, that will be much needed in the clutch. If you happen to die at higher difficulties. See, these fuckers, they're kind of in a hard-to-reach spot. And that's a Reaper behind me. Well, there's a softball, clear everything out. That's not what I wanted to do.
The harvester shields are absorbing damage.
Ah! Fucking ticks! The Reaper deployed them, but fucking hell. I knew he did it, I just didn't actually, well, see them, or rather didn't expect them to come right directly at me, even though, well, I walked to where the Reaper was, so I should have been expecting that. Okay, he's dead. They're all dead. Or at least non-functioning. Robots can't die, they're not alive. Okay, so that was wave 1. That took a while, honestly. Though, I do like the first wave being a little bit more, a little longer, I suppose. I want to use my Titans, but, well, sometimes having actual infantry what the fuck are you doing? What 360 AWOL? You see, I want to play the AWOL more often. However, unfortunately, well, actually on this map, I think I could get away with it, because I could just sit on the fucking tower. But let's see here. Okay, so, unfortunately, we only have enough money for, actually, hang on. Let's do this properly. No, there are no reserves. Actually, wait, are there? Nope. Okay. I was looking at the bottom. I thought I was looking at the top of the screen. But, sometimes my perception is weird. I don't look at things properly. I don't read things when I should. Now, you see, most of the enemy actually... Well, actually, it doesn't really... Well, then again, right about here. That's got a big enough range, because they usually come from that direction and that direction. It would be better serviced on a flank, but at least having that there to fuck with people, should they get right next to it, is better than nothing. I don't have enough to put down really big defensive lines. There's 2 over there, which is also a good idea, but also maybe 2 over there. This is a lot of ground to cover. I think Homestead is difficult mainly because there is just so much area. Let's see here. That guy's over there with all these guys. Those guys are going to go that way. Though these guys are actually now over here. You see, I'm staring at the mini-map while I'm trying to move around. Just trying to guide on which dots are going to be the most threatening. These dots. These dots are the most threatening. Remove these dots. Okay, good. Okay, those dots over there. They're now the most threatening. 2. Well, they're that. Mortar Titans. Okay, now, we gotta be on that. But looks like this tone over here is actually not going over here. So, we get first crack. Only an assist. What a shame.
We are seeing enemy infantry near the harvester. Time to show off, pilots.
These guys are good. These guys... Well, the Monarch's got them. Those guys back over there.
Shields are back online.
See, half this shit is just finding a target.
I'm seeing nuke titans incoming soon. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, wait a minute. Where? There they are.
The harvester shield is back up.
Did I get them all, boss? I got them all. Good. Good, 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 good. Well, actually, no, there are more coming this way anyway. Alright, fine. This is my lane now. Well, actually, no, they're going that way. They're hopping on this shit.
Those things. They can hide a whole titan.
Okay, so, where are the dudes? There are the dudes.
Focus up, team.
Good catch, guys.
Damaging it.
Okay, so now the nuke titans are coming in. Down. There's 2 of them.
Harvester shields back up to 100%.
Excuse me. Well, they're dead. Well. Alright then.
The harvester was untouched that time. Good work.
Alright.
Come on, Drones. It was great work.
Perfectly fine work, even though I don't think I'm really doing all that much. Yeah, nah. Yeah, half the top. I'm running around kinda, well, kinda half retarded.
Looks like they're sending in flyers. They fly in quick.
Alright, so... Still got plenty of health. Need more arc traps. And I can repurpose the one I have over here for something a bit better. So now, it would seem as though, basically, everything just kind of comes down this one path, if it does. Well, if they come down this avenue. So there's that. And maybe... Because I'm not exactly sure anything drops way out there. Actually, that's a little close.
Hey, sorry to bother you, but you ready? We're all waiting for you.
I'll pick this one up. Put it back here. Yeah, all the way back. Over here.
Welcome back. Pilot mode online.
Team, there's another wave.
And
Get ready. Time to wave back.
since this area seems to be the most deficient in terms of arc traps, we'll run right over there. Okay then.
Transferring controls to pilot.
As we are done with Maginot Line as presented by Fontaman, we can get back to work. I never get tired of seeing this. Just all the plasma drones running towards the camera produces some nice, very nice imagery. Reaper, you get your ass back here. Alright, there's that. One out there, and he's running directly into my arc trap. So there you go. Good, you see, that's why I put that there.
Heads up, team. You've got more to Titan.
See, doesn't that just look cool?
Ready to take him out.
Okay. That is an Arc Titan.
Damage.
And immediately he moves out of it! And I can't actually pursue him. That was my own fault. This was a dumb decision on my part. Now I've got to run around. Those guys over there, they can handle all this shit. The Arc Titan getting really close to the fucking Harvester. Yeah, that was a dumb idea. But, well, at least now I know. But it looks like the Arc Titan has just decided to go right the fuck back and try swinging at people rather than actually taking out the Harvester.
Harvester shields are gonna
Maybe they aren't single-minded. Maybe they can be fooled.
Harvester shields are down.
However, that Arc Titan, that guy, it's a bit of a waste, but whatever, you got rid of him. Well, can't really argue with the salvo core. No, I cannot in fact kill people through the bridge through the wall. That is unfortunate. And the tone is in the way. You see, this is the kind of the problem with being Scorch, I suppose, being so damn slow. Because you're always trying to you're only basically trailing behind the bigger Titan, or rather the faster Titans. You are the biggest Titan. Duh. You're always trailing behind them, and so you'll have situations like that if you're trying to sprint towards the same target.
Recharging, guys.
So basically what I have to do is try to find a way to put myself in a situation where I am going to be the front line, which should be right out here. But also I need kills. These drones, they aren't worth that much. These nuke titans over here, however, are very important. Motherfucker. What are you guys doing? Okay, moving on. Two Scorches coming down the center aisle. You want fire? Here's more fire. God fucking... Fine, go that way. See if I give a shit. Back. Hey, I'm the only one who can do that kind of shit. Ow. Alright. We did okay.
Strong, team. The Harvester barely took any damage. Well done.
Okay, so. Nope. I am really not pulling my weight terribly often, or terribly well this match, but at least I'm in the middle. At least I'm not dead last. There's that at least. Yeah, battery. Scorch needs it. I think we're We're fairly okay on defense, I think. Yeah, we're pretty okay. So, just take that. And put some money in the community chest. So yeah, I think we got enough arc traps. You think we got enough arc traps? Especially in the center area? I think we got enough arc traps. I think this will stop the Germans from invading France. I think we're gonna be fine.
Heads up, team. There's a new wave dropping in. So keep your heads up. I already said that, Davis. Double the advice.
After all, the Germans wouldn't declare war on everyone. That would be insane. Mother... Hey! Now, you see, this is a little bit better if I want to continue pressing and advance. Mortar Spectres removed before they could really do anything. This is kind of better if I want to press and advance, not having the scorched earth thing. However, it's sort of questionable the amount of damage I'm doing. And in that case, if I really wanted that, I should be just using the tempered plating upgrade kit, because then I'm basically immune to all of my fire all of the time. So, this begs questions. But it doesn't seem like there's an objectively wrong kit. Aside from, well, the firewall, or rather the thermal wall, which just seems a little bit less useful than any of the other ones. Not inherently bad, just not as, well, not as immediately useful. I could charge around face-hugging things, however, with Scorches, that doesn't stop them from, well, it doesn't really stop them from burning me terribly often, and also with Arc Titans and whatnot, it doesn't stop me from hurting them. Well, from them hurting me, and also doesn't stop melee attacks either. So maybe that's a buff maybe that's a buff Scorch's Wall could use. Stopping melee attacks. I know it's probably never gonna stop electricity, because that's a little fucking odd. I'm not exactly sure of the laws of thermodynamics, but I'm pretty sure it can't burn lightning. So, that's probably never gonna happen. But at least for, like, at least for the other Titans. Any other Titan I could fight that could melee me as I'm trying to face hug them.
Harvester shields are back online.
Fucking ticks. Okay, that went smoothly.
Well, you can't do any better than that. Like, literally. The harvester didn't take on any damage at all. Amazing work.
Oh! Well, holy shit. Back on top, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, more way than one, too. Wow.
Watch out, team.
Well,
I'm seeing
we got shit done that game.
water titans en route.
Battery, well, we didn't need that, but, well, we could take the shield. Okay. In addition to that, well, honestly, there really isn't much, and this is the last wave, so... Well, buy everything. So, let's see here. Where is the one area that's the most deficient in defenses? I want to say this actually... No. You see, we really need to see these traps on the entire map all of the time, so I can know which way to go. Like, where to put them, because having them reveal themselves in such a slow manner as I'm trying to walk around deciding where to go, really is just a waste of fucking time. You put that over there. That's, well, actually, a little bit over here. Where is it? There's a little better here, because that is a drop zone.
Looks like everyone else is ready to go. Let me know when you're ready, pilot.
Send it, draws. Also, I could buy sentries, but honestly, most of the time, I think the arc mines are a little bit more useful than the sentry guns. The sentry guns are necessary, but as for throwing arc mines around the place, I think that's a little bit more important. Probably at the higher difficulties as well. Because I don't think sentry guns, well, those kill a lot of infantry units, but at the higher difficulties, what we're going to be having trouble with is the walls of Titans, and that's the one thing that sentry guns aren't terribly good at fighting. I mean, if you have like 6 of them in the same area, they'll be good, but that's very expensive. He's dead. Oh, hey, look. Already paying dividends.
Seeing lots of cloak drones in your area. Man,
Okay.
I hate those things. They can hide a whole Titan.
Alright, so we have basically everybody right here, right in front, dead center. Lots of smoke, too. Let's just get rid of this fucking nuke Titan. Because I know he's just going to be the biggest fucking problem, so might as well just make sure he's dead outright. Okay, so... doesn't look like anybody's dropping anywhere else, so it looks like this is where the fight's going to be. That guy, however, is a little bit out in front. Hello, sir. Now, That's interesting. It seems like it does actually block some damage, or rather, I wasn't taking very much. Oh. I wanted to press... you know what? I'll save that. I inadvertently pressed F instead of V, but you know what? Maybe I was saved for greater things. And I barely comprehended this fucking Reaper as a thing. Also, well, we're being a little bit, well, overcome. Also, hey! It's a Nerf Star! As a Sniper Titan! Hello? Maybe the tones being the snipers was a bug? Because, you know, if I saw a sniper, I would expect it to be a North Star. That always seemed odd to me. But maybe... maybe they fixed that. Hello, sir. You see, the thing that's actually getting them is, like... the stun animation for that, or rather, the stun from being hit is getting them to stand in the gas grenade radius, or, you know what I'm talking about. Getting them to stand in the radius of that long enough for it to ignite and cause damage. So it seems like playing with the NPC's animation states is the thing you need to concentrate on. Because that's the thing that's gonna, well, they're not shooting you when they're doing that, and they're stuck in the same position when you're doing that. So it seems like that's the most important thing. And in such case, just hurling the barrels at them as fast as you possibly can doesn't seem like it's the wrong option. They really don't last long enough for you to really actually set traps anywhere. So you just fire them at them, and giggle as they walk through it. Hello. I like my recharge now. However, unfortunately, this is still a really bad position. Here's my smoke. I know you're in there. However, they just keep appearing. Holy shit. Maybe I should look at my mini-app a little bit more, but Jesus fucking Christ. That's a, well, here comes the fucking push. Also, Arc Titan, past everyone. Fuck out of here. Oh god, ticks. Ah! Oh no! Fuck out of here, Reaper. Ow. Alright. Last wave, this is where things become a little bit fucking hectic, I see. I should know this by now, but it seems like I'm having my assumptions confirmed over and over again. Eat that! Well,
Gotta be more careful.
well, we can hold it. Ow! Yeah! Eat that! Okay.
Friendly pilots back.
All we got left is the nuke titans, and most of them are coming down center aisle. Really should have thrown those gas grenades a little higher. Oh well, but they're gonna be useful against those guys! See, I had a plan the entire time, folks. Uh-oh. No, I think we can hold it, Scorch. I may be stupid, but, well, you know, I can try. Nope, we got it! Alright. 2 left. 1 left in about 5 seconds. Alright. 1 left. Ooh. Everybody's falling apart here, so it seems like I'm not the only one in the thick of it. No, he got it.
We've got a pilot down.
Psh,
Now this is a team worth fighting.
Ripjuinator.
Good work. You destroyed the fleet assault.
Well?
Get out of here.
Well? Ooh. Nice reward. You see, I pulled through in the end there. 34 Titan kills. How about that? Getting stuff done. And we managed to pull in, I think, at the top of the scoreboard the last couple of rounds. Eh? Yes, we fucking did. You see? Never give up. All right. Next game. Next game. Right after we actually get our upgrade. Are we going to get our upgrade? It's a flat damage upgrade because I want it. Can I get it? Am I going to get it? It looks really close. I'm not quite sure. Oh, wait, no. Yes, we're going to fucking get it. All right then. Now we just flat out do more damage. So, that in mind, it seems like Wildfire Launcher might be a better thing to have, but then again, we also have another upgrade for flat damage with the Thermite Launcher coming when we get 3 charges instead of, well, the 2 that we have. So, it seems like the Wildfire Launcher is competitive. I'm not quite sure what is the best kit yet, but it seems like it's one of the competitive ones. It's in the match. I'm not skilled enough, or rather knowledgeable enough right now to say if it is the definitive one, but it's definitely in the running there. And I suppose temper plating is there if you don't give a shit. It'd be nice if it actually, you know what? You know what'd be good for temper plating? If it protected you from all thermite damage. So I could use that and not have to worry about the thermite damage from other Scorches. Or rather, the passive flames. They could still hit me with the launcher and do damage, but I wouldn't get any of the damage over time. That'd be useful. That would make that, I think, endgame competitive on par with the thermite launcher being just doing that much more damage, and the flame core, Scorch Earth making the flame core's passive flames last a little bit longer. The firewall upgrade, having 2 second less recharge, well, I'm not exactly sure if that's useful enough.